There are actors out there that just play parts just to get rich, and there are other actors that are just playing the part just to become famous. And then there are people like this, like Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, I'm sorry I brought this video up a little late. It's just a big shocker when I heard the news and everything. It's the same shock that I felt when Robin Williams passed away, so you can really understand that. There's a lot I want to really say about Chadwick Boseman and how great of an actor he was and what he'd been through is just a complete shock and whatnot. But that could take a while, so I'm just going to explain exactly what his characters were like to me. So Chadwick Boseman has been in movies like 42, The Story of Jackie Robinson, 21 Bridges, that I have not seen yet, but I definitely should watch. And he was famously known for Black Panther, or T'Challa, King T'Challa. I'm sorry, guys. It's still a very big shocker to me. It's people dying of cancer it gets me really emotional. That's going to be a story for another time. I'm not going to go into detail about that because I want to talk about this actor and how great he has been in his movies and how much of an inspiration his last moments definitely were. In movie 42, he plays Jackie Robinson, the very first African American Major League Baseball player who became an absolute inspiration. Now people don't use the number 42 in Major League Baseball anymore, but there is a day that they all wear the number 42 to remember the days of Jackie Robinson, and that is very inspiring. It's definitely he definitely played a man that made an impact in just the American community and showed that not only just whites can play major league games, but also African Americans can too. I never saw, I can't see a difference between black and white. All I ever see is people. And I never really understood why people get upset with others just by the color of their skin. So, when I see stuff like that, it really gets unnerving to me. I don't like watching that type of stuff. I much prefer to respect people just by their character, not by the color of their skin. So, stuff like that is really hard for me to go through. And whatnot. Hold on, computer's acting up. And also, he played the character Black Panther in the Marvel movies, and definitely, in my opinion, he is one of the best characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, as everybody else, I was a huge fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I thought it was great. I thought it was definitely leading to something glorious. And then they started making a bunch of movies that just feel single-handedly like a big waste of time. They're just going through story to story to story, no impact whatsoever, unless you're the Avengers movies. Case in point would be Captain America's Civil War. When I read the comic book Civil War, it shocked me. Literally, my jaw was on the floor of how good that comic book was. I've read The Death of Superman, and that too was a big shocker to me, but this one was a whole lot bigger. Not only was it complete separation of friends, and they have both different ideas now, but it ends in a way where you're thinking to yourself, where are they going to go from here? How is this going to work? That should have how the movie ended. That should have how the movie should have ended. So that when I knew that Infinity War was going to be coming down the road, I would have thought to myself, how are they going to do this? How are they going to stop this guy? And whatnot. Would have made the whole climax of the Marvel Cinematic Universe a whole lot better. But that's my thoughts. You probably have different opinions, and that's cool. But the best part of Captain America Civil War has got to be Black Panther. Now, when you're going to introduce a main character that is a side character, have him have a point, have a purpose, have him have a great character, and let him have a reason to be in this movie. They checkmarked all of those when it comes to Black Panther. They made a new character. This character was insanely cool. He had a reason to be in the movie, and he had a reason to do exactly what he set out to do in the film. Nobody blamed him for it because tragedy occurred, and he decided to take it what all superheroes are supposed to do: take down the bad guy. And for whatever side that you were on in the movie, you still understand exactly what his purpose was. And all of that made me say, I like this character. I want to see him in his own movie. And they did that with Black Panther. Black Panther is a very colorful film and a absolutely inspiring film as well. Superhero movies can be the easiest thing ever made. Case in point with the Fantastic Four movies and how they could never make a good one of those. Black Panther, they did something a whole lot better. Sure, they used a lot of CGI in the movie, but they used it with purpose. Not only did they make really cool looking buildings, but they also added in culture, they added in mountain designs, they added in almost everything, and it's a very gorgeous film. But not only that, not only is the cinematography absolutely excellent in the movie, they had a terrific main character, an excellent script, a villain that is definitely really good, and Marvel doesn't have a lot of those. So, in a way, Black Panther has got to be one of my top 10 favorite superhero movies. Okay, top 5. Top 5, in my opinion. I'm going to go that far. The reason why it's not exactly higher up on the list, maybe because after the movie came out, all the producers and everything said, "Oh, you have to like the movie because it's about a black man and everything. And if you don't like the movie, you're a total racist. We're gonna call you out that right now." And I thought to myself, guys, you're calling us the racist when you have a scene in that movie where a bunch of black people act like monkeys. True story. Watch the movie again. The scene where the only white man in Wakanda is trying to talk to the gorilla tribe and whatnot, they all start acting like monkeys. So they can call me out on who is the racist one, and I already know who is. Honestly, the race card should not be played in movies like this. We should be watching these movies just from the characters alone. Color should not be anything when it comes to this movie. The characters, the story, the whole movie in general is why I really like Black Panther. It was not because he was a black man. He could have been blue for all I care. Boseman made the character his. He made it a character that we can relate to and what inspires us to be a whole lot better. And definitely one of the best kings that I have seen in movies so far. And that's a lot for someone who is going through something like cancer. I mean, he could have just given up, hearing that he had stage 3 and he was gonna die. He could have given up and said that this is gonna be it. No, he decided to live. He decided to put on that suit, get in front of that camera, and just to entertain his fans. And he didn't tell anyone about his condition. That right there is a true hero in the making. For one thing, you want to inspire the people instead of doing it for selfish reasons. He decided to entertain the audience, decided not to let cancer live his life. He wanted to live. That is really inspiring. It is tragic that a lot of people go through this, especially him. He was just like starting off his career and now it's over. And that's really heartbreaking to think about. And that's not only inspiring for other people that are going through tough times and whatnot. It's really inspiring for people that are going through cancers or going through diseases. They're in a hopeless mood and whatnot, and they see this one guy that decided not to let it control their lives. He decided to live, do exactly what he loved to do, and just basically make his final years the best moments that he has ever had. And that really inspires people that are in a hopeless situations, decided to not let it take over their lives, but to live. That is really inspiring. I know I say that word a lot, for me it is inspiring. It's really heartbreaking that we lost this actor, and I'm probably gonna agree for it for a while because not only has cancer really affected his life, including his fans that absolutely adored him, but cancer has also been a major story in my life for people that I know. So so it's really really hard to talk about this stuff. And I'm not going to talk about those stories about my life. I just want to talk about someone that decided to live instead of die. And that is everything that Chadwick Boseman is in my mind right now. He's someone who wanted to live instead of die, and that's really inspirational for me. What can I say? I hate this year, guys. I didn't want to get into anything political. I don't want to talk about the political stuff that's happening, the disease that is happening out there, or what's better, black or white and whatnot. I didn't want to talk about any of this stuff. I just wanted to review movies, just have a good time, and not let anything bother me. Except an actor that I absolutely admired passed away, and just hearing how he passed away hits me in a core. That's how I can say it. So I'm just gonna say this right now before I wrap up this video. I don't care about what color any of you are. If I don't care what religion you are and whatnot. All I care about is what your character is, what you do in your life. If you're black or white, that's awesome. If you're Christian, atheist, Muslim, or anything, terrific. All power to you. That's my mind. So I guess you guys know that this guy was one of my favorite actors. He has been in a lot of good stuff. Cameoed in a lot of TV shows that I have noticed. And if you want me to review those, then comment below and let me know. And also, sorry guys. If you want me to review all of his movies, then I would love to do that. But just give me some time to, get these emotions out. And if you have anything to say about Chadwick Boseman and how he's inspired you on your own lives, then comment below, let me know. And if I missed anything, then comment it down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.